session. Okay, so this is the 8th chapter today. Very important chapter. Okay, so we have 10 more days to go. We are on the 8th day. By the end of 10 more days, we will be completing the 18 chapters, right? See how fast the days are going. Okay, so let us start. Karthi Prabhu, please start the recording.
Yes, Mataji.
Yes. Hare Krishna. Om Ajnanatimmirandasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurmilitamena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah. Shri Chaitanya Manobishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupakata Mahyam Tatanti Swapatantikam. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimati Bhaktivedanta Swami Nandanamine. Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharni Nirvishesha Shunimati Pashatya Deshitarini. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasati Gaura Bhaktivinoda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Today is a festival actually. Today is the day when Radha Kund was formed. So please remind me to tell that story. It's a small story. Co-host, please remind me to share it with children. It's like where the Radha Kund was formed. Okay, it was made by Radha Rani. That Kund is, there's a pond. It's still in Vrindavan. And there's a story related to killing an Asura. And that day is today. So it's a good day today. So let us study the 8th day, the ISKCON Mangalore Children's Program, day 8. So it's Akshara Brahma Yoga. Yoga means connecting to God, right? So we already learned Karma Yoga, Jnana Yoga, Ashtanga Yoga. Bhakti Yoga is coming in 12th chapter. Now it's Akshara Brahma Yoga, attaining the Supreme. So how can we attain the Supreme? Let us see. Okay. So 8.2, Arjuna is asking, how can those engaged in devotional service know you at the time of death? Okay, so what happens to the soul at the time of death, Nimra? What does the soul do when one body dies?
It leaves the body and go to other body or the
Yes. Yes. So the soul leaves the one body and goes to another body at the time of death. Okay, and the soul goes. So this is called transmigration. In 2nd chapter, 13th sloka, we learned Dehinosmin yada dehe kaumaram yauvanam jara tada dehantara praptir dhirastatra namohyadi. So how the soul changes from the body, as the body changes from youth to adulthood to old age. Similarly, the soul at this time of death goes to another body. Okay, so you should not be worried of so-called death. There is no actual death. Death is for the body, not for the soul. The soul will never die, right? So if somebody, your relatives, somebody dies, we should not cry for so much time. Like we are attached to them, so we will have some sorrow that person left. Yes, that is definitely there, but we should not keep on lamenting. Okay, that's what Krishna is saying, because the soul never dies. We should think that this is Krishna's will, and Krishna is giving that soul another body or new body. Or might be, if that soul is very pious or good devotee, they might go back to Krishna. So you don't have to worry at the time of death. That's what Krishna says. And Arjuna is asking, if somebody is engaged in devotional service, how can you know you at the time of death? Satvik Rao, what do you mean by devotional service? Devotional service means? Just we did know before the class. Yes, what is devotional service? Hare Krishna. We just did before the class. What did we do?
I am not attended before class, Mataji.
Before the class, normally what do we do? We chant the Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Yes, that is devotional service. Okay. So anything that is done for God is a devotional service. Like if you cook for God, if you offer God, if you do sing for God, if you chant the sloka for God, chant the mantra, it's all devotional service. So Arjuna is asking, at the time of death. So Nimra told that the soul will leave the body and take another body, right? So at the end that when so-called death, whatever we think, that state we will attain. Okay, I'll teach you. And if we think of Krishna at that time, we can go back to Krishna. So Arjuna is asking, how can we know you at the time of death? So this is the yoga. What should we do? Hearing and chanting and remembering the Lord. I told you 9 steps of bhakti. Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu Smaranam, Padasevanam, Archanam, Vandanam, Dhasyam, Sakhyam, Atmanivedanam. That is chanting the holy name, hearing about Krishna, remembering Krishna, serving his lotus feet, becoming a servant, becoming a friend. All this will come in devotional service. For you, this 9 steps, you remember only the first 3 steps. What are the 3 steps? Hearing, chanting, and remembering the Lord. This is the first 3 steps of devotional service or bhakti. Okay? Hearing, chanting, and remembering the Lord. Hearing means what? What can you hear about the Lord? How can you hear about the Lord? Sahasra. Hearing means, how can you hear? What do you hear?
Means we can hear Lord the Hare Krishna Mahamantra
Yes.
or any Kirtan of Lord Krishna.
Yes, we can hear the Hare Krishna mantra, Kirtan as she told. We can also hear Bhagavad Gita, right? Yes. So, yes, and chanting. Chanting, we can do the chanting of the Hare Krishna mantra. Remembering the Lord. How can we remember the Lord? Either we can remember the form of the Lord, the beautiful form, or we can, remembering the Lord means equal to chanting the holy name. Both are same because Krishna and Krishna's name are the same. So Mahaprabhu says, Kali Kale Namarube Krishna Avatar. Kirtaniya Sadahari. You always chant the holy name means you are remembering Krishna. Because Krishna, see, I am not my name. If you call Aishwarya, that is my body. But I am actually the soul, right? And my soul doesn't have a name. You're calling my body name is Aishwarya. This Janma I got as my body as Aishwarya. But last Janma I'll be having, I would be somebody else, right? But Krishna is not like that. Krishna is Satchit Ananda. His body and soul both are same. So if we call Krishna, that means his body and soul. So Krishna means what? What is the meaning of Krishna? Yesterday I taught you. What does Krishna mean? Makam, what is the meaning of Krishna? Makam, are you unmuted? Meaning of Krishna. Parthiv, what does Krishna mean?
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna, what does Krishna mean?
Krishna means all attractive.
Very good, excellent. Parthiv is the good boy. Yes. So Krishna means all attractive because he's attracting everyone, not only me or you. Everybody in the whole world will get attracted to Krishna. But if they are not believing in Krishna, if they doesn't believe in God, then they won't get attracted to Krishna. If they are not fortunate, if they are not intelligent, okay, they won't get attracted to Krishna. Only pious people, only good people will get attracted to Krishna. He's all attractive. So this is the things we should do. Okay, chanting, hearing, and remembering the Lord. Okay, so chanting, hearing, and remembering the Lord is the one we should do. And Krishna says, what does Krishna say here? Gauri, can you read? The universe is.
Yes, ma'am. The universe is the cosmic form of the Supreme Lord, and I am that Lord represented as the super soul dwelling in the heart of every
Yes.
embodied being.
Or, yeah. So Krishna is in our heart as super soul, right? We are soul. Krishna is super soul, Gauri. What form is Krishna in our body as Paramatma? What is the form? You know?
No, Mataji.
Sai Ganesh, what is Krishna's form in our heart as Paramatma?
Mataji, four-handed form.
Very good. Yes, that's the four-handed form of Paramatma. Okay, so Krishna is in everybody's heart. Krishna says, Sarvasya chaham hridi sannivishtam. I am there in everyone's heart. He also says, Ishvara sarvabhutanam hridesha Arjuna tishtati. Arjuna, I am in the heart of everybody. So, does that mean Krishna is only in the heart of human beings, Charvi? Is he in the heart of an animal? Is he?
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna. So, is Krishna only in human beings?
No, Mataji.
He's there in all the living entities, right?
Yes, Mataji.
Yes, very good. So Krishna is in everybody's heart. And Krishna is saying that as a super soul. So you just understand soul, super soul. Superman, you will tell, no? Superman. Man, Superman. Similarly, there is a soul and a super soul. Soul is us. Jiva. Okay, we are the soul. Who's super soul? Krishna. As what? Paramatma. We are Atma, he is Paramatma. We are soul, he is super soul. Super soul and Paramatma is same. Soul and Atma is same. Okay, so we are soul or Atma. Krishna is super soul or Paramatma. But in what form Krishna is present? As a four-handed form of Paramatma. And the soul and the super soul, that is Atma and Paramatma, are present in the heart of the living being. He's present in the heart. Okay. So when the jiva leaves the body, when we quit one body, the soul leaves the body, right? At the same time, the super soul also leaves the body. So both leaves. Okay. So what is the difference between a dead man and a living man? Just one. What is the difference between a living man and a dead man? Is a dead man having a soul? Didipya, does a dead man have a soul?
No, Mataji, the soul leaves when a man dies.
Yes. Along with the soul, who else leave the body when the man dies?
Paramatma.
Yes, very good. The Paramatma.
Mataji, you unmuted me.
Yeah, you were not responding. That's okay. So when the soul, we understood soul means Atma. Okay, that's me, the Atma. We, along with the Atma or the soul, we have a super soul. Okay, that is Paramatma, that is Krishna in the four-handed form in the heart. So when a person dies, okay, the soul leaves the body. At the same time, the super soul also leaves the body. The Paramatma also goes. Okay, so he is there in the heart of everyone. So you can see here now a butterfly, a cocoon and all you can see. So what is the first stage? There is a cocoon first. Okay. So inside the cocoon, that small worm is present. And this worm is always thinking to become a butterfly. Always thinking. And what happens? Next time he become a caterpillar. Okay. And he start moving around. Again, he's thinking to become a butterfly. I want to become a butterfly. I want to become a butterfly. Slowly what happens? He turns into a beautiful butterfly. Similarly, if we keep on thinking that I want to become a good devotee of Krishna, slowly one day you will become a good devotee of Krishna. See, most of you have some aims in life, that some we want to be doctors, some want to be engineers, some want to be a police or something. So you always dream about it. And one day that will happen. Because if you work for it, you should work for it. Otherwise, it won't happen, right? And Krishna should sanction it. Fine. So, what is Krishna saying? Who is in the picture here and what does Krishna say? Who will read? Yes, Mithilesh. Continuously, Sai Mithilesh. If you if you can read the sloka, please chant the sloka and translation. If you have difficulty in chanting the sloka, you read the translation. Okay?
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah.
And whoever at the time of death quiets his body, remembering me alone at once attains my nature. Of this there is no doubt.
Yes. So who is this? Who is seen in the picture? You know, who's who is lying on the bed of arrow? You know, at the end of the Mahabharat war, somebody lied. I'll give you one more clue. This is the person who sang the Vishnu Sahasranam.
Bhishma.
Yeah, your mother helped you. I could hear her. That's okay. Yes. So this is Bhishma. Okay. So Bhishma Dev was on the bed of arrows by Arjuna. And he sang Vishnu Sahasranam. Remember? Shantakaram Bhujaka Shayanam Patmanabham Suresham Vishwadharam Gagana Sadrisham Meghavarnam Shupangam Lakshmi Kantam Kamalanayanam Yogi Hrityana Gamyam Vande Vishnum Bhavapaiharam Sarvalokaikanatam. So these are all where the 1,000 names of Vishnu was told by Bhishma Dev. Just imagine, Bhishma is such a good devotee of Krishna, right? Why did he chant all this on a bed of arrow? Because Bhishma has a boon that he can leave his body whenever he wish. Okay, so he was waiting for Uttarayan, that is, he was waiting for the best time, and in front of Krishna, he quitted the body. Whoever quits the body in front of Krishna, in the presence of Krishna, they will attain Krishna. It's said, Antakalesha mameva smaran muktva kalevaram yaprayati samadbhavam yadi nasti atra samshayah. Whoever at the time of death quits his body, remembering Krishna alone, that time they will attain Krishna. Okay. So Bhishma Dev was always thinking of Krishna at the time of death. Whatever, see, whatever state we, Nimra was telling, the soul leaves the body at the time of death, right? When the soul leaves, the soul will think many things. Okay, many things will come in front of your face. You, if you talk to a person who have experienced death, near death experience, somebody who had an accident and they were about to die but they were saved. Also in hospitals I've seen some patients will about to die, but then they will miraculously, they will escape from death. So those people have seen, experience that near death experience, and they will tell so many scenes were coming in front of their eyes, like their childhood, their college days, everything will come in front of them. But if you are a devotee of Krishna, if you always chant his Krishna's name, if you think of Krishna at the time of death, when the soul leaves the body, you will think of Krishna. And whoever thinks of Krishna at the time of death, okay, he will attain Krishna. Antakalesha mameva smaran mukta kalaivaram. Antakala means at the time of death. Mam eva means only me. Krishna is saying, whoever thinks of me at the time of death will come to me. No doubt. There is no doubt regarding this. I'll tell you stories where we can prove that at the time of death, if you think of Krishna, you will attain Krishna. Okay? Yes. And there is another slokam which states, Didipya, can you read?
Yes, Mataji. Yam yam vapi smaran bhavam त्यजते ante kalevaram tam tam yavati kaunteya sattad bhava bhaveta. Whoever
Translation?
state of being one remembers when he quits his body, that state he will attain without fail.
So what does that mean, Didipya? Whoever remembers, whatever we remember at the time of death, we attain that state, right? Who is this? You know who this is? Who became a deer in the next life?
No, Mataji.
Okay, I'll tell the story. It's a very interesting story. Okay. So it is said, Yam yam vapi smaran bhavam tyatachante kalevaram tam tam evaidi kaunteya sada tad bhava bhavidaha. Kaunteya is Arjuna. He's telling, Yam yam vapi smaran bhavam. Whatever state of mind you think at the time when you quits your body, that state you will attain without fail. So when we are about to leave the body, if that person thinks of Krishna, he'll attain Krishna. If you think about your family and all, you will be reborn as a member in your family. If you are thinking about money and all that, then you become a person who always thinks of money. Who is the person who always thinks of money? Yes, some business people like that, right? They always think about money, money, money. So whatever state we remember quits our body, that state we will attain. Okay, I'll tell a story of Bharat Maharaj. Okay, he's not the brother of Ram, who's Bharat. No, this is another Bharat. Okay, this Bharat Maharaj, he always do lot of devotional service. He had his wife and children. He quitted everything. He went to the forest and started meditating on the Lord. So he started doing lot of devotional service. And suddenly one day he saw a deer. Okay, a deer. That deer was pregnant. It was a female deer, and she was pregnant. And he saw her drinking water from the nearby pond. And suddenly one lion came. You know, lions, they eat the deer. The deer started running here and there, and out of anxiety, this mother deer delivered her baby deer. The baby deer came out and the mother deer died. Okay, and Bharat Maharaj, he went and saved the baby deer. Okay, then what he did, he started taking care of the baby deer very much. He got so much attached to the deer, so much attached that, see, he saved him from the pond, and he took the deer and started feeding the deer, giving him bath, everything he started doing. Okay, protecting the deer like anything. Suddenly what happened, Bharat Maharaj was so much thinking about the deer, he forgot about his tapasya, he forgot about God, everything. And then he was only attached to the deer. And at the time of death, when he was about to die, He was thinking only about the deer, that Bharat Maharaj got the body of a deer in his next life. Even though he was so elevated in a human form, he fell down to an animal form of life, because at the end of death, he was thinking about the deer. He was thinking, oh, who will take care of my deer if I die? What will happen to the deer? Who will give food to this deer? And he kept on thinking about the deer, and finally he got a body of the deer. But next Janma, he became Jada Bharadan, and then he could remember his past life. That and all is different story. But this story shows us that whatever we think at the time of death, we attain that. Bhishma Dev, even though he was on the bow of, in the arrow bed of arrow, he was thinking about Krishna, nothing else. So he went back to Krishna. But here on the other hand, Bharat Maharaj, he was such a good devotee, but at the end stage of life, when the soul was about to leave the body, he thought about the deer and he got the body of a deer. Okay, this is the story of Bharat Maharaj. And what does Prahlad Maharaj says about this? Pooja Shri, can you read?
Therefore, Arjuna, you should always think of me in the form of Krishna, and at the same time carry on your prescribed duty of fighting with your activities dedicated to me, and your mind and intelligence fixed on me. You will attain me without doubt.
Yeah. So what does that mean? That we should always think of Krishna. Pooja Shri, how can we think of Krishna? Means what? Thinking of Krishna means? What did we do at the beginning of the class?
Chant Hare Krishna.
So chanting Hare Krishna, is that meaning that it is thinking of Krishna, right?
Yes, Mataji.
Because Krishna and Krishna's name is same.
Yes.
Yeah. So if you keep on thinking of, that means thinking of Krishna. Okay. So Krishna is saying, therefore, Arjuna, you should always think of me. That Krishna is saying, always think of Krishna. Manmana bhava mat bhakto, he will tell in the 9th chapter. Manmana, always think of me. But how is it possible? Okay, you people have to study, you have time to play, you have time to eat, you have so many other things to do, right? We have a busy life, and most of the time we sleep. So how can we think of Krishna all the time? That's why Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came and gave this Hare Krishna mantra to us. Who is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu? Jayashri, who's Chaitanya Mahaprabhu?
Krishna himself.
Very good. He is Krishna himself, who came 500 years ago to give this Hare Krishna mantra to us. So Hare Krishna mantra and God Krishna is same. Kalikale Nama Rupe Krishna Avatar. In Kali Yuga, Krishna came in the form of his name. So if you are thinking of Krishna, that means you can chant Hare Krishna, Kirtaniya Sada Hari. That's what Chaitanya Mahaprabhu say. Okay, but how should we think of Krishna? In the form of Krishna. What is the form of Krishna? Niranjan, what is the ultimate form of Krishna? The best form? How can you think of Krishna?
Mataji, holding the flute, Mataji.
Holding the flute. Yes. What is that form called? It has a name.
Two-handed form, Shyam Sundar form.
Yeah. Yes, Shyam Sundar form. That is the name I was looking for. He's Shyam Sundar, right? He is the color of the cloud. Okay, Jaidu Jaidu make a Shyamala Komalango. He is the color of the freshly formed monsoon cloud, right? So he's Shyam Sundar, holding the flute with a peacock feather. That is the Bhagavan form, or the final, the ultimate form of Krishna. So 3 stages we can understand Bhagavan, right? What are the 3 stage, Bhaskar? 3 forms to understand the Bhagavan. 3 things.
Paramatma, Shyam Sundar, and Brahman.
Brahman. First is Brahman. Okay, Brahman is the impersonal form. No form as such. It's light and all. Next is Paramatma, as he told, 400 form in our heart. And last is Bhagavan, or the Shyam Sundar form. Very good. Yes. So these are the 3 forms of understanding Bhagavan. Okay. Sat form, Satchit form, and Satchit Ananda form. Okay. 3 forms. Okay. So Brahman is just the light. They think that Krishna is light, energy. No. Who is Krishna? Krishna is a person, right? Krishna is a person. Krishna is God, and he is a person, and he has a 2-handed Shyam Sundar form. This is what you should know. And Krishna is saying, always think of Krishna. How can you always think of Krishna? By chanting Hare Krishna, right? Oh, Krishna, there are 108 students today. So it's a good number, 108. So can you all unmute and chant? Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Yes. So, yes, thank you. So this is the Hare Krishna mantra, and Hare Krishna mantra is same as that of Krishna. Okay, so we should think of Krishna in the form of Krishna. The form is the two-handed Shyam Sundar form. And Krishna is saying, you fight, Arjuna. That's your duty. Yes, Arjuna is a Kshatriya, right? He should fight. So that is your prescribed duty. With your so what is the prescribed duty in Kali Yuga? Suhas, we are in Kali Yuga, and what is the dharma in Kali Yuga?
chanting Hare.
Very
Krishna
good. Yes, chanting the Hare Krishna mantra is the dharma in the Kali Yuga. Okay, we had 4 yugas: Satya Yuga, Treta Yuga, Dwapar Yuga, Kali Yuga. And in Kali Yuga, one should chant the holy name of the Lord. Kalor Tat Hari Kirtanam. Yes. And Krishna is saying, you think of me, that is by chanting Hare Krishna, and you think of me in the form of Krishna. And then you do your duty. So as children, you have to study. Yes, that is a duty. You study. But at the same time, take some 10 minutes and chant Krishna's holy name. Take some 5 minutes to read about Krishna. Chant the slokas of Bhagavad Gita. Okay, you can remember that. This is the time to do your devotional activities. See, don't think I can do bhakti when I'm old. Okay, some of your friends and relatives will come and tell, what are you doing? This is the age to play. Okay, don't do all this bhakti and all now. You can do when you're old. See your grandmothers and grandfathers, you do when you're at 50 years old. No, who is this? Prahlad Maharaj. Prahlad Maharaj says, Kaumare acharet pratnye. That means at young age you should start chanting. See, all of you are very young. Okay, so most of you are below 15. So that means this is the time your brain is developing, getting your brain is fresh. Okay, and you can learn Bhagavad Gita slokas like anything. Okay, whatever time I take to learn the sloka, it's half the time you take to learn the sloka. So that's why I'm telling you, you learn the sloka, you write it down and recite and learn, because this is the right time to learn. Whatever you learn now, it will be registered and you can remember like anything. When you're old, your memory fades, your memory will go down and down, and there is no fresh new tissues in the brain. So it's all used up. You can't memorize slokas. You ask older people about above 50 years old, they find it difficult to learn slokas. Okay, and they find it difficult to chant the mantra. Why? Because you should practice it when you are young. This is the right time to practice. Many of my friends told me, why are you doing bhakti now? Chod do, you can do it when you're old. No, that is not the right time, because this human life is very precious and I don't know when my soul will leave this body. I have a very short time. So before that, I have to get into Krishna consciousness. I have to chant Krishna's name. I have to learn maximum sloka as much as possible. So learning the sloka doesn't mean, don't think that it is just some material thing. Okay, sloka is Krishna himself. Okay, so some people learned the yesterday's sloka. No, some people know yesterday's sloka. What Bahunam Janmanam Ante? Sai Ganesh, you know, you learned.
Yes, Mataji.
Can you recite?
Bahunam Janmanam Ante. Bahunam Janmanam Ante. Jnana.
Prapatyade.
Jnanavantmam prapadyate. 1 minute.
Vasudeva Sarva Iti Samahatma Sudurlabha. Okay, now Krishna is saying here, think of me in the form of Krishna and do your duty, Arjuna. How? With your mind and intelligence fixed on me. You will attain me without doubt. We all want to go to Krishna Log, right? Thumbs up. Who all wants? Yes, we all want to go to Krishna Log and be happy there, enjoy without any sufferings. Okay, without any birth, death, old age, disease. We want to be happy there. So who all want to go to Krishna? How can we go to Krishna? By chanting Hare Krishna. And see, Prahlad Maharaj, he was just 5 years old. In his school, he makes everybody chant the holy name and he is dancing. So begin your devotional services in childhood itself. This is Srila Prabhupada. You can see a small boy. He's just 5 years old and he's doing Radha Yatra. You can see here Jagannath. Jagannath is a baby Krishna. Okay. And he is pulling the cart and he's doing devotional activity. So devotional activities should be started from childhood. Now you are all the right age. Okay. Now you should start your bhakti or devotional service, because this is the right time to start. Vaishnavi, you have seen iron rod, like they hit the iron rod or the gold, they melt it, no? They melt
Yes,
the gold
Mataji.
and they make it different earrings and necklaces and all. So how, when is the gold able to be made like that, molded? When it is hot, right? They make it hot and
Yes,
it becomes
Mataji.
soft and they do it. Similarly, you are all very young now and your character is not formed. You are just developing the character. So this is the time to build up good characters. If you do spiritual life, if you have spiritual life along with your normal life studies, then you can balance your life. Okay, your life will never go to a wrong direction. You will all go to college now after your schoolings, then you go for work. Don't get mixed up with bad companies. Always have good friends. Okay, you should always have good companies and good friends. Don't mix with bad company. Just leave them. Don't get influenced by them. So this is the right thing. If you have spiritual base, then your future will be bright. Okay, so your devotional service should start in the childhood itself, and Prahlad Maharaj showed it. Okay, and this is the process of chanting the Hare Krishna mantra. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Okay, so that is the process of devotional service in Kali Yuga. Okay, Pradeep, can you read 8.8?
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Hare
He who
Krishna.
meditates on the Supreme Personality of Godhead, his mind constantly engaged in remembering me, undividedly from the path. He, O Parth Arjuna, is sure to reach me.
Yes, you know who this is, Prateet?
No.
Okay, I'll tell the story. This is Ajamila. Okay, so I told you like yesterday or something. Ajamila was very corrupt. In the beginning, he was very good. He started doing bhakti, devotional service very nicely. But slowly, what happened? He went into bad things and he started doing all negative things in life. And finally, he had a boy called, he had a son called Narayana. So at the time of death, he was about to leave the body, the soul. He just called Narayana. And then Yamadutas came actually before that and to take him to hell because he was not a good person. But when he called Narayana, the Vishnu Dutas, you can see here the 400 forms, they came. They came and saved him. And after that, he didn't die. He went to Haridwar and started chanting Krishna's name. And finally, when he was about to die, again the Vishnu Dutas came in an aeroplane and took him back. So this is what we should constantly engage in remembering Krishna. But we can't be Ajamila. Ajamila is blessed. Okay, Ajamila is a very good devotee before. That's why he was blessed. But we should always try to remember Krishna now itself. Then only we can remember Krishna at the time of death. Not like till my whole life I enjoy and at the time of death I remember Krishna. That won't happen. Okay. So if you constantly engage your mind in remembering Krishna, then you are sure to reach Krishna. How can we remember Krishna? Makam, how can we remember Krishna? By
Chanting Hare Krishna.
Yes, by chanting the Hare Krishna mantra, we can remember Krishna, because Krishna and Krishna's name is same. And Krishna is telling, oh Partha. Partha means what? Arjuna. And Krishna is called Parthasarathi because he became the driver of the chariot of Krishna, of Arjuna. And then Krishna is saying, you are sure to reach me. You can come back to me if your mind is engaged always in remembering Krishna. Okay, how can we always think of Krishna? By chanting Hare Krishna. Yes, that is true. Ashwini, your mother will always remember Ashwini, no? Yes, Ashwini. Even if you go to school, she not unmuting. Jayashri, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Yeah. So you went to school, Jayashri. Okay. But your baby slippers, the slippers which you wear at home, that is still at home. Okay, you wear your shoe and you go to school. So when your mother see your slippers, when your mother see your dress, will she remember you?
Yes,
Won't she?
Mataji.
She will always remember you. Why? Because she loves you, right?
Yes, Mataji.
So who is Krishna? Krishna is our universal father. Krishna says, Aham bija pradapita. So won't Krishna remembers you always?
Remember, Mataji.
So shouldn't we remember Krishna every time?
We should remember, Mataji.
Yes. How can we remember Krishna? By chanting his holy name. See, Krishna is so handsome, right? He's who can't get attracted to Krishna? Okay, everybody can get attracted to Krishna. One should meditate upon the Supreme Person as the one who knows everything. He's the maintainer of everything. Yesterday we saw, how can we remember Krishna when we are out? We doesn't have a photo of Krishna. We doesn't have his holy name. Holy name is always with us. But how can we remember Krishna when you are outside? Spandana, yesterday I told you. If you see the sun, can you remember Krishna, Spandana?
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Yes. Can you, if you see the sun, can you remember Krishna? Yesterday we learned, no? Krishna is the heat of the sun.
Yes, Mataji, we can
And
remember.
when you drink water, can you remember Krishna? Because Krishna
Yes,
says,
Mataji.
I am the taste of water. Soham apsu kaunteya. Yes.
Yes, Mataji.
And when it starts raining for the first time, you get nice smell of the earth. Won't you remember Krishna? Because Krishna says, I am the smell of the earth. So isn't that
Yes,
Krishna?
Mataji, we can remember.
Yeah, so we can remember Krishna every time, 24 hours in our life, if we actually start seeing Krishna. If there is a beautiful rose flower, you smell it. Jasmine flower, you smell it. That smell is so good. Who's that smell? Krishna. Krishna is the smell in the flowers. Prabhupada says, if you are able to see Krishna in everything, then you are Krishna conscious. Then you are thinking of Krishna all the time. And some people want to see God. Some people asked me, did you see God? And we always, I want to see God. I want to see God. No, Prabhupada says, Prabhupada's guru, Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati says, you should not try to see God. You should work in such a way that God will see you. Okay. So God should see you. If somebody is chanting his holy name, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, reading Bhagavad Gita, coming to the class of Bhagavad Gita, reading the sloka, then Krishna will see, who is this? Who is chanting my name always? Who's doing all this? Okay, so this is my devotee, and Krishna will see you. That is the best devotee. So you should meditate Krishna as one who knows everything. Krishna knows everything. Yesterday we learned, no, he knows the past, present, and future. So if you go to a movie, who's Krishna there? He's the director of the movie. He knows everything. Who are we? Nothing. We are just a viewer, right? We are just seeing the show. So Krishna knows everything, and everything is maintained by Krishna. Yesterday we learned how the thread is holding the beads, no, of the necklace, the pearl necklace. Like that, Krishna is holding everything and maintaining the whole universe. Okay. So Krishna is the one who's supplying everything for everyone. Okay. Imagine you went for a walk. Okay. It's night. Sahasra, Pulacheri Sahasra. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Sahasra, we went for a walk at night. Okay. It was very dark night. No moon, Amavasi. Okay. So there is a small black rock in the night. Okay. And on the rock, there is a black ant. Can you see that at night?
Yes, we can.
We can't see. Without light, can we see that ant? Very small ant in a dark night, in a dark rock, a black ant. Can we see?
No, no, Mataji.
Yeah. Who's giving food to that ant? How is that ant living?
By Krishna.
Yeah, Krishna is seeing that ant. We are not able to see. How are the birds in the air living? There is a verse in the Bible, no? See the birds of the air. They neither reap nor read. Who protects them? Who protects the birds? Everything is given by God. God is protecting everyone. He is maintaining everyone, right? So Krishna knows everything and he's the maintainer. So won't you maintain you? We are all human beings. We are all his sons. Okay. Everybody is Krishna's son. Krishna is the Supreme Father. He loves us and he will maintain us for sure. We should have this faith in Krishna. Okay. So who is God and what is his name? And yes, then in the quiz, many people went wrong. So that's why I keep on asking, because I want to make you have a proper concept of this part. Who is God, Sonit?
God is a person, he is Krishna.
He's a person, he is Krishna. And what is his form?
Sham Sundar form.
Yeah, what is that form? Can you explain the form?
The Sham Sundar form is like humans.
Yeah, you can see here in the picture, right? He has what is he having in the hand?
Flute.
And in the head, he keeps a
peacock feather.
Very good. So that's a Sham Sundar form of the Lord. Okay. So this concept should be very clear. Who is God? Krishna is God. Krishna is to Bhagavan Swayam. He is a person. He's not a light. He's not energy. He's a person. And what is his form? Sham Sundar form. See, you can see here. What is the proof? I'll give you the proof from references. Some people ask me, really, is God a form? Krishna is God. He is a person. He has a Sham Sundar form. We should meditate on that form. Okay. What are the references? In Srimad Bhagavatam, it is said, Barhapidam natavarvapu karnayo karnikaram vibhradvasa kanaka kapisham vaichayantim chamala Randran Veno Ratarasudeya Purayan Gopa Vrindair Vrindaranyam Swapataramanam Pravishad Gita Kirti. So Krishna is a person and he has a flute in his hand. He has a yellow garment. He has Vaijanti Mala. Okay, it's been explained everywhere. What is Krishna's form? What in Brahma Samhita it is said, what is it? Venum Kanvantam Aravinda Dayala Daksham Barhavatam Shamashitam Buddha Sundarangam Kantarpakoti Kamaniya Vishesha Shopam Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. So Krishna is a person and he has a Venu, that is a flute in the hand. He has his eyes, beautiful lotus eyes. And what else he has? Barhapidam. He has a peacock feather on his head, and that is Krishna. But people don't believe that God has a form. Brahma Samhita, Brahma says that. Bhagavatam was compiled by Vyasadeva. It's a Shastra. It is says that. Mugundamala, it is also said, Jayadu Devaki Nandana Suno, Jayadu Meka Shyamala Komalango. So it is said, Krishna is a form and he is a color of the bluish, blackish cloud. Okay. See, everyone, they draw Krishna as blue. That is true, but he is in middle. He is bluish, he is blackish. Okay, bluish black. If you say like freshly formed monsoon cloud, you can see here it's not exactly blue, but then little bit mixed with blackish. Okay, he is exactly that color. See, you can see here. He's not completely black, he's not completely blue. He's a mixture of both. That's why it's called a freshly formed monsoon cloud. You can't say a cloud is black. No, cloud is not black. It's kind of mixed, right? The black and blue mixed, like a grayish type. So that's the complexion of Krishna, and it is said in Mugandamala Stotra also. Make a Shyamala Komalango. Make a Shyama means the color of a freshly formed cloud. So this part should be clear. And you can see demigods like Brahma. Okay, Brahma, you can see the four-handed Brahma, four-headed. He is meditating on Krishna. Okay, the Vishnu form. Because Vishnu is the expansion of Krishna, I told you. And Shiva is also meditating on the Sankarshan form of Krishna. So all the big devatas are also meditating on Krishna. What about us? Yes, it is said in Vishnu Sahasranam, no? Who knows Vishnu Sahasranam? Many knows. It is said by who says, Shiva says to Parvati, no? In Vishnu Sahasranam. What does he say? Vaishnavi, you know? Sri Rama Rama Rameti. He says.
No,
okay, Charvi knows. Yes, Charvi.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Shri Rama Rama Rameti Rame Rame Manorame Sahasranama Tattulyam Rama Nama Varanane.
Yes. So Shiva is saying Parvati that Shri Rama Rama Rameti Rame Rame Manorame Sahasranama Tatulyam Rama Nama Varane. You should always meditate on the word Rama. Okay, Rama is the name, and the 1,000 names of Vishnu is equal to one name of Rama. Shiva himself is saying to Parvati. So that's the Rama's name. Okay, and 3 name of Rama is equal to 1 name of Krishna. Oops, it's going back. Yes. So see Krishna, you can see here the 400 form, okay, that is in Vaikunta. In Vaikunta, Krishna is in the 400 feature. But in Golok Vrindavan, Krishna is in the Shyam Sundar form. That is the highest form. Okay, the 400 is the Paramatma form. That is also not bad because that is close to a personal form. But the universal form is kind of impersonal. So you can see how Krishna looks so beautiful, right? In Vrindavan, all the birds, the cows, the monkeys, they are also enjoying with Krishna. See here, Krishna is so cute. 1,000 cupids beauty is not equal to Krishna. The cupid also get attracted to Krishna. That's why Krishna is called Madana Mohana. Okay, today's homework is you find out different names of Krishna, like Krishna, Achyuta, Govinda, Gopala, Madhusudana, okay, Mekashyama, something, Radha Ramana, okay, Devaki Nandana, Yashoda Nandana. There are so many names of Krishna. So today's homework is find out at least 5 names of Krishna and write it down. Okay, so you can all write it down, or might be the WhatsApp is getting so full, so you can write it down so that tomorrow you can all get a chance, and you should tell the meaning also. It's not like just Krishna. No, Krishna means all attractive. Achyuta means who does not fall. Gopala, who protects the cows. Okay, like that. The meaning also is needed. 5 names, different names of Krishna. Krishna has thousands and millions of names. Okay, Namna Makari Bahuda Nija Sarva. And all the names have equal power of Krishna. Don't think you are chanting some normal mantra. No, this Hare Krishna mantra is equal to Krishna. Krishna says, Krishna is not in the holy name. Krishna is the holy name. So Krishna is the holy name. The power of the name is so strong. Okay. So when you chant Hare Krishna, you're actually calling Krishna. Krishna is with you. So you also see, how Yashoda Maya run behind Krishna when he steals butter. So these are all the cute pastimes of Krishna. And who is this? Which is the friend Krishna had when he went to Sandipani Muni's ashram? Haripriya, you know?
Mataji.
What's his name?
Sudama.
Yes, Sudama.
Sudama.
And what happened to Sudama? You know the story?
The Guruji's wife had sent some food, but he didn't give to Krishna for eating.
Yes.
So
yes. So
in future he had become poor.
Yes.
And his wife they didn't have anything. He wanted to ask Krishna help, so his wife gave a little bit of poha which they had, and
your
he
mother
gave
is
it
helping her. Good. Okay. Yes, and then he gave to Krishna. Krishna took it, right? And when Sudama went back, when Sudama went back, what did he see?
He saw a palace.
Yes, very good. Yes. So that's how Krishna reacts, right? How Krishna helps. So Krishna had a friend called Sudama Vipra. That means a Brahmana. Okay, Sudama was a Brahmana. And Krishna and Balram went to Santipani Muni to learn about the different jnanas, like the dancing and bow and arrow and martial arts, everything. 64 days Krishna was in the Santipani ashram, and Krishna is showing us, even though he is God, he knows everything, but still Krishna is showing us that in order to go back to Krishna, in order to have this ultimate knowledge, we should have a guru. We should follow a guru, or we should surrender to a bona fide spiritual master who comes in a disciplic succession, the parampara. So Krishna and Sudama, they went and studied in Santipani Muni's ashram. So one day, the Santipani Muni's wife, she told, you bring some firewood, so for yajna sacrifice we need to do, and she sent them to forest. So Krishna also went, and that time his guru's wife, she gave some chickpeas to eat. Okay, and she tied in 2 different bundles and gave. And that night, it was almost dark and started raining and so much wind. So Krishna and Sudama, they climbed a tree, and Sudama was sitting top, Krishna was down, and Sudama started eating the whole chickpeas. Okay, he didn't give to Krishna. So Krishna asked Sudama, where is the chickpeas? I'm hungry. Then Sudama lied. Sudama told, it's not there, it's got lost, and he didn't give to Krishna. What happened? He became poor in future. Okay, as she was telling, he became poor. He had 27 children, and his wife were fasting. They literally were fasting. They didn't have anything to eat. So Sudama's wife told, your friend is Krishna, Dwaragadish, no, he's the king there. Go and ask him help. Okay, then she pushed Sudama, gave some poha, flattened rice, and Sudama took it and went. And when Sudama went, the guards, they were not allowing Sudama inside, because Sudama was like looking like a beggar. How can Krishna have a friend like him? And they went inside and told, Sudama has come to see you. Then Krishna came running. Krishna's helmet fell down. Krishna's upper cloth fell down. Krishna's slippers fell down, and Krishna didn't mind. He started running and he hugged his friend, because he loves his friends, he loves his devotees. Aham bhakta paradina. He's so much attached to his devotees that Krishna loves them. Krishna came running. Sudama, where are you? Why didn't you come to me? And what did Krishna do? He called him inside. See, okay, Sudama went, and Sudama met all the wives of Krishna, and Sudama went inside. And what did Krishna do? Krishna personally started treating Sudama. Krishna personally washed his feet. He was washing it with his tears. Everybody was shocked, because Krishna was the king of Dwaraka. How can a king treat a beggar like this? But they don't know that Sudama is a pure devotee of Krishna. And we can see here, Krishna is holding the feet of Sudama and washing it with his own hands. And see here, the queens are fanning Sudama. So that much treatment Sudama got. And Sudama thought, how can I ask Krishna some help? I can't ask anything. Friendship is not like this. It's not a business. Then what did he do? He didn't tell anything. He was about to come back. And Krishna knew that he have poha with him. He asked, Sudama, didn't you bring anything to your friend? And he was hiding it, but Krishna took it, and Krishna ate one handful of it. And Krishna was so satisfied. So if you give Krishna, everything is satisfied. Yasmin tushti, jagat tushti. If you satisfy Krishna, everybody is satisfied. There is a story now where Krishna eats some vegetables in Draupadi's home, and everybody gets fulfilled in the stomach. Okay, that's another story. So that's how when we give Krishna, everyone gets satisfied. Sudama didn't ask anything. He came back. But then when he came back, instead of his hut, there was a big palace, and his all children were like fed like anything. His wife was completely with jewels and all. And that's how Krishna blessed him. Okay, so this is how Krishna reciprocates to you. Okay, you should become a good devotee of Krishna, then Krishna will help you for sure. Yes, Anuradha, can you read? Hare Krishna, Roshan Prabhu.
Hare Krishna
Hare
Mataji.
Krishna Mataji.
Yes, Anuradha, please read it.
A person who accepts all the path of devotional service is not bereft of the results derived from studying the Vedas, performing austere sacrifices, giving charity, or pursuing philosophical and fruitive activities. At the end, he reaches the supreme abode.
Yeah, so if you do follow the path of devotional service, then finally you will reach supreme abode. And it's not like you have to study all the Rig Veda, Yajur Veda, Sama Veda, Atharva Veda. It's very difficult to study the Vedas. First of all, we don't know Sanskrit, and Vedas are full of Sanskrit slokas. We are finding it difficult to learn Bhagavad Gita slokas only. Vedas,
Can I chant the sloka which you had sent?
Yes, what is it? Yes.
Can I chant, Mataji?
Yes, fast.
Bahunam janma namante gnanam mama parapadyate vasudehav sarvam iti samahatma sudurlabha.
Very good, excellent. So if you do devotional service, then you can go back to Krishna. Krishna says in 15th chapter, Vedesya sarvam ahameva vedyam. So all the Vedas are studied, Krishna is to be known. When Srila Prabhupada once was interviewed by some Vedic philosophers, they came. It was challenging for Prabhupada to start this mission. It was not easy. So Prabhupada had a lot of problems to face. So when they all came, they have studied all the Vedas, and they came and sat around Prabhupada, and they were questioning Prabhupada. So Prabhupada told, okay, one thing, out of your Veda conclusion, what did you conclude? Who is God? And all of them, they started looking each other, and they started scratching the head and like, who is God? What did Vedas say about the God? And they started explaining that, this, everything. And after 10 minutes, Prabhupada is like, 1 second. And Prabhupada called a small girl, Saraswati. She was very small. She was the daughter of Malti Devi, who was a disciple of Prabhupada. And he asked, Saraswati, who's God? And she's 5 years old. She told, Krishna is the supreme personality of Godhead. And she smiled and left. Prabhupada gave her a cookie. So he laughed Prabhupada and told, what is the use of you people studying the Vedas for so many years if you don't know who is God? So Krishna himself says, what is the ultimate aim of studying Vedas? To know Krishna. I'm not against studying Vedas. Okay, some people ask, why are you against Vedas? Why can't we study Vedas? You can study Veda, but please don't miss the point. The central point is Krishna. Unless you know Krishna, there is no use studying the Vedas. Okay, Chetan, when we write 10, 100, thousands, no? Or if I write, who is this? Aditya? Chetan, can you unmute? Yes, Suhas, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Yeah, in max you write no 0, 0, 0, 0. Okay, does 0 has a value?
No Mataji.
But if I put 1 in front of 0, then does that have a value?
Yes Mataji. It becomes
if I put 1 in the left of 1 0, it becomes 10. If I put 1 to the left of 2 zeros, it becomes
100.
When I put 1 in front of 3 zeros, it becomes
1000.
So what is the value? The value is for 1 or 0?
For 0. Because it is multiplied.
What is the the value is for 1 or 0? I'm asking. If there is 0
1.
and if yeah, that's what I want to know. So this value is for 1, right? So what if we put lot of zeros and no 1 in front, what is the use? But if there are 5 zeros and if there is 1, if you put 1 in front of that, it becomes 1 lakh. Similarly, Krishna is that 1 and we are all zeros, big zeros. We don't have anything. We don't know anything. We are all like zeros. And if we put Krishna in front of us, then we have value. Okay, like this finger of mine, it doesn't have a value if it is cut from my hand. Okay, but this finger has a lot of value. I can do so many things with this finger. I can write, I can do many things with this finger. If this finger is attached to my hand, right? That is us. We are a small part of Krishna. And if we are attached to Krishna, then we have value. If we forget Krishna and live a life where there is no God, then there is no value. I was asking that day, no, if there is a point, you have a compass and you can draw circles, right? So if you have a central point, 1 point, you can draw millions of circles around it, right? So many concentric circles, it's called. So many circles you can draw. Like that, the whole family, if they keep Krishna in the center, you can have a smooth life. But then if everybody doesn't have Krishna, if everybody has their center as something else, then the circles will collide. But you have your center as Krishna, or you keep Krishna in front of you, then you have value. So what is the use of studying Vedas? To know Krishna. So that's why Srila Prabhupada, after researching through all the Vedas and scriptures and Upanishads, he have made this Bhagavad Gita for us. It's very easy for us. He made it in a capsule form. You have to just swallow it. We don't have to collect the herbs and make the medicine. It's already made. Okay, the medicine is ready. We can just swallow the medicine. That is Bhagavad Gita. So what is the use of studying Veda? To know Krishna. Okay, you should know Krishna after studying Vedas. Otherwise, there is no use studying Vedas. So we learned about Sudama, and we also learned what is the use of Vedas. So it's almost 6 o'clock now. So yes, I told you, find the different names of Krishna. Okay, and then always chant Hare Krishna, because Hare Krishna is the prescribed mantra of this Kali Yuga. You should always chant Hare Krishna. Okay, and find out different names of Krishna. I will, just for example, Parthiv, what is another name of Krishna, you know?
Mataji, Devakinanda.
Devakinanda means what?
Devakinanda means the son of
Devaki.
Devaki.
Yeah, Devakinanda means son of Devaki. Niranjan, another name of Krishna? Niranjan, and the meaning?
Mataji, Balakrishna.
Balakrishna, that's a baby form of Krishna, right?
Yes, Mataji.
Balakrishna. Pujasri, you know, another name for Krishna and the meaning.
Yes, Mataji. I have one name. It's called like.
Okay, you find it for tomorrow. Don't worry. Tomorrow. Okay, Sonit, you know any name of Krishna with a meaning? Okay. He has so many names. Oh yeah, you somebody helped you from there. Who is it? Like who? What's
Ma'am,
yeah?
which I know was told it already. Already they have told.
Okay, no problem. There are so many names. Yashodananda, Devakinanda, Nandananda, then what? Radha Raman, then Gopala, Govinda, Achyuta. There's so many names Krishna has. Okay, fine. So let us go for a breakout room. Rushan Prabhu, you are there, right?
Yes, Mataji.
I'll stay with you, Mataji.
Yes, Mataji.
Okay.
You can stay. Karthi Prabhu, you can join Rushan Prabhu. You can stop recording, Prabhu.
Okay, Mataji.